Now this is part 3 of solutions, and we have already done part 1 and part 2, and the link is already there in the description part. You can see in that, right? So now today we'll be doing osmosis. Now what is osmosis? Movement of solvent particles from lower concentration to higher concentration when separated by a semi-permeable membrane is known as osmosis. Again, this is very important topic. Half mark question can come. Just define osmosis. So bio students must be knowing it very well. It is the movement of solvent particles from lower concentration to higher concentration. Main thing is semi-permeable membrane should be there. The flow will continue till the equilibrium is attained. Now equilibrium is attained means when the concentration on both the sides is same. That is called equilibrium. Now in day to day we come across so many examples like raw mangoes shrink when pickled in brine. Raw mango means आम का अचार जो डालते हैं, they shrink when pickled in brine. उसमें क्या होगा? When you add salt to it, the exosmosis takes place in that case, and all the water comes out of it so that it doesn't get spoiled. Another example is flower revive when placed in fresh water. That means fresh water में what happens? Endosmosis takes place. फ्लावर विल टेक वाटर फ्रॉम द सोल्यूशन क्योंकि वहाँ पर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन कम है एंड फ्लावर के अंदर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ज़्यादा है एंड दिस द मूवमेंट ऑफ पार्टिकल्स फ्रॉम लोअर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन टू हायर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन. तो फ्लावर will remain fresh for a longer time if you place in fresh water. Another example is blood cells will collapse when placed in saline water, that we will do in detail after some time. Now next topic is osmotic pressure. Again this is very important. Half mark question comes from this topic. Simple straightforward question. Define osmotic pressure. So what is osmotic pressure? This flow of solvent to the solution side across a semi-permeable membrane can be stopped when some extra pressure is applied on the solution side. Now mind it, all the terms should be there in the definition, like flow of solvent to solution side should be there mentioned, semi-permeable membrane should be mentioned, extra pressure should be mentioned applied on the solution side. Even one single thing missing, you get 0 marks. So all the terms should be there in the definition. Now this extra pressure applied on the solution side that just stops the flow of the solvent through a semi-permeable membrane into the solution is called osmotic pressure of the solution, and osmotic pressure is a colligative property. Why colligative property? Because it depends upon the number of moles of the solute particles and not on its nature. We have already done colligative property, and this can be substantiated with the formula for the osmotic pressure determination. Pi is equals to CRT, where pi is osmotic pressure, C is concentration in terms of molarity, R is gas constant, T is temperature in Kelvin. And if you convert C, that means molarity. The formula of molarity is NB by V into RT. Now, where NB is WB by MP. So full and final formula becomes MB is equal to WB by pi V into RT. Now this method is better method for determination of molecular masses of macromolecular like proteins, polymers, etc. Now this is again very important question. This question often comes in the exam. Why this is the better method, out of all the 4 methods, this is a better method, especially for macromolecules. Why is it so? Because osmotic pressure can be measured around the room temperature, but in case of elevation boiling point method, proteins get denatured at higher temperature. जब उनको boil करेंगे तो they get denatured, and the polymers have poor solubility. Biomolecules are not stable at higher temperature. So this method is not suitable, but osmotic pressure में you can do at the normal room temperature also. So that उसकी जो problem है वो खत्म हो जाती है यहाँ पर. Now its magnitude is large enough. यहाँ पर जो हम value निकालेंगे MP, that is quite large enough to be measured accurately even for a very dilute solutions. So these two, because of these two advantages, osmotic pressure determination is used for macromolecules. Important question. Now what is isotonic solutions? Solutions having same osmotic pressure are known as isotonic solution. And in what happens usme? Will osmosis take place or not? No osmosis occurs between them. Why? Because they have same pressure. So no movement of particles will take place. नाउ एग्जाम्पल ऑफ आइसोटोनिक सोल्यूशन इज जो इंजेक्शंस हमारी बॉडी में देते हैं, दे आर सोडियम क्लोराइड सोल्यूशन विद 0.9% सोडियम क्लोराइड. ठीक है, दैट इज वाई दे आर आइसोटोनिक सोल्यूशंस. They are called normal saline solution. They are safe to inject intravenously. क्योंकि अगर concentration 0.9 से ज़्यादा होगा या कम होगा तो exo या endoosmosis हो सकता है. Then that will going to create problem. If a cell is placed in a solution containing more than 0.9% solution, as I told, if it is not 0.9 उससे ज़्यादा होगा तो what will happen? Water will flow out of the cell and the cell will shrink. This is called hypertonic solution. Hyper means ज़्यादा. तो कॉन्सेंट्रेशन नॉर्मल से अगर ज़्यादा होती है तो वो हाइपरटोनिक सोल्यूशन होता है. एंड हाइपरटोनिक में क्या होगा? वाटर विल फ्लो आउट ऑफ द सोल्यूशन. व्हाई फ्लो आउट ऑफ द सोल्यूशन? बिकॉज इट विल गो फ्रॉम विच कॉन्सेंट्रेशन टू विच कॉन्सेंट्रेशन? फ्रॉम लोअर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन टू हायर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन एज फार एज सोल्यूट इज कंसर्न. लेकिन व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट वाटर तो वो उल्टा हो जाएगा, फ्रॉम हायर वाटर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन टू लोअर वाटर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन, राइट? Similarly, if the salt concentration is less than 0.9% NaCl solution, it is said to be hypotonic solution. Hypo means concentration is less than the normal. Normal is 0.9. और जब उससे कम होगा तो it is called hypotonic solution. Now what will happen when a salt is placed in hypotonic solution? Water will flow inside the cell. That means the cell will swells up. It will swell up, right? तो इसमें एंडोस्मोसिस हो रहा है और उसमें एक्सोस्मोसिस है. नाउ पीपल टेकिंग अ लॉट ऑफ सॉल्ट एक्सपीरियंस वाटर रिटेंशन इन द टिश्यूज बिकॉज ऑफ ऑस्मोसिस रिजल्टिंग इन एडिमा. व्हाट इज एडिमा? स्वेलिंग. तो स्वेलिंग हो जाती है इसमें ज़्यादा नमक से. सिमिलरली इंपॉर्टेंट डे टू डे लाइफ में आप ये सब कम अक्रॉस करते हैं, लाइक वाटर मूवमेंट फ्रॉम सॉइल टू प्लांट. दिस यू हैव ऑलरेडी स्टडीड इन लोअर क्लासेस. सॉइल से प्लांट में कैसे आता है पानी? थ्रू ऑस्मोसिस. सिमिलरली प्रिजर्वेशन ऑफ मीट बाय सॉल्टिंग. नमक लगाएंगे तो क्या होगा? पानी बाहर आ जाएगा एंड इट विल स्टे सेफ फॉर अ लॉन्गर पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. फ्रूट्स बाय एडिंग शुगर. जब जेलीज बनाते हैं, जाम्स बनाते हैं, वी एड शुगर. शुगर से क्या होता है? इट बिकम्स हाइपरटोनिक. ऑल द वाटर विल कम आउट ऑफ द फ्रूट एंड वो स्पॉइलिंग उसकी हम अवॉइड कर सकते हैं बाय एडिंग शुगर. Now, next important, very important topic I would say is reverse osmosis. Most of the time, again, question comes from this: what is reverse osmosis, and what is the condition under which reverse osmosis takes place? That is again very important. Now, a short form is RO. सबके घर में RO है ये. That is called reverse osmosis. Now, what is reverse osmosis? Let us study. Direction of the osmosis can be reversed by pressure larger than the osmotic pressure is applied to the solution side. Again, this is important. You have to mention where you are applying pressure to the solution side. So the movement of the pure solvent out of the solvent through SPM is known as reverse osmosis. तो उल्टी डायरेक्शन में मूवमेंट हो जाएगी. पहले मूवमेंट कहाँ थी? फ्रॉम लोअर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन टू हायर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन. बट व्हेन यू अप्लाई अ प्रेशर ग्रेटर देन द ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर, यहाँ लगा रहे हैं आप, दिस इज पिस्टन. पिस्टन, यहाँ पर सॉल्ट वाटर है, यहाँ फ्रेश वाटर है, एंड इफ यू प्रेशर अप्लाइड इज ग्रेटर देन पाई. पाई मीन्स ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर. तो व्हाट विल हैपन? रिवर्स ऑस्मोसिस विल टेक प्लेस. नाउ द मूवमेंट विल टेक प्लेस फ्रॉम हायर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन टू लोअर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन. तो वाटर, सॉल्ट वाटर्स में यहाँ कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ज़्यादा है, यहाँ कम है, तो उल्टा हो जाएगा ऑस्मोसिस. हायर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन से लोअर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन में पानी आ जाएगा. दैट मीन्स यू आर लेफ्ट विथ ओनली सॉल्ट ओवर हियर. ठीक है, तो रिवर्स ऑस्मोसिस में यही होता है, खारे पानी को, नमक वाले पानी को मीठे पानी में कन्वर्ट करना. हार्ड वाटर टू सॉफ्ट वाटर. हार्ड वाटर कंटेन सॉल्ट. तो रिवर्स ऑस्मोसिस जो हमारे घर में लगा हुआ है, दैट वर्क्स ऑन दिस प्रिंसिपल ओनली. बट व्हाट इज द कंडीशन फॉर RO टू टेक प्लेस? Pressure applied to the solution side should be greater than the osmotic pressure. This is the main condition. This you should remember. So you get fresh water after RO. What is the importance of reverse osmosis? Most of the time this is also asked. It is used in desalination of seawater. What do you mean by desalination? Saline means नमक. जो खारा पानी होता है उसमें नमक होता है, तो उसमें से नमक को निकाल देना, दैट इज कॉल्ड डीसैलिनेशन. तो इट इज़ यूज फॉर डीसैलिनेशन ऑफ सी वाटर. सेम लैंग्वेज यूज करनी है इफ द क्वेश्चन कम्स. SPM इज यूज इज सेल्यूलोज एसीटेट फिल्म विच इज प्लेस्ड ओवर अ सूटेबल Our next topic is abnormal molecular mass, which is the last topic of this chapter. Now, sometimes molecular masses calculated on the basis of colligative properties are either lower or higher than the expected or normal value. Such masses are called abnormal molecular mass. What is the cause of abnormal molecular mass? There are two causes. Either association occurs in the solution or dissociation occurs in the solution. Now, in that case, how to calculate normal molecular mass? We have to use another factor, that is Van 't Hoff factor. Now, Van 't Hoff factor accounts for the extent of association or dissociation in the solutions. It is denoted by small I. It is defined as there are several methods, means of defining either any of the one you can use. I is equal to normal molecular mass upon abnormal molecular mass, or I is equal to observed colligative property upon calculated colligative property, or I is equals to total number of moles of the particles after association or dissociation upon number of moles of particles before association or dissociation. Now, if I is greater than 1, that means dissociation is taking place in the solution. If I is less than 1, association occurs, and if I is equals to 1, either association or dissociation takes place. Now, again, this is important topic. इसमें half mark question is there. Define Van 't Hoff factor. As far as definition is concerned, you have to define in this way only. It is defined as the ratio of normal molecular mass upon abnormal molecular mass. Half mark question. And what is the significance of I, if it is asked? What is the significance of I? So it gives you the extent of association or dissociation in the solution, right? Now, there are several formulas, modifications are there in the equations of colligative properties. We have done 4 colligative properties: relative lowering in vapor pressure, elevation boiling point, depression in freezing point, and osmotic pressure. So there is some changes in the equations when we have abnormal molecular mass. So P naught A minus Pa upon P naught A is equal to I chi B. You have to add I in the RHS. Similarly, in elevation of boiling point, RHS में I add करना है. Depression freezing point, RHS में I add करना है. Similarly, osmotic pressure में भी RHS में I add करना है. Basic formula remains the same in all of them. This is when some association or dissociation is taking place, only then I will be used. Otherwise, the formulas remain as it is. Another formula, important formula for numerical part is for dissociation, we have to find out alpha. Now, what is alpha? Alpha is the extent of association. Extent of dissociation. Alpha is equal to I minus 1 upon n minus 1, where n is the number of particles in the solution. Similarly, for association, alpha is equal to I minus 1 upon n minus 1. So, will be used only in the numerical part for calculation purposes. Now, the chapter is over. Thanks.